I was actually thinking of this idea of how nobody. The thing is that it's not, paying taxes is what people don't like to do, right? In California, if I were to earn more than 200K, 300K, around that range, or even more, right? You become an engineer, you start earning a ton of money, right? Especially in California, you'll be earning you'll be paying like close to 50% of that income. So essentially what's happening is the government is taking away 50% of your hard work. And it's not the office job is what's painful, really. It's that process that you had to go through to earn that 500K or 200K, right? You had to study 4 or 5 years to get that bachelor's degree. And then you had to spend another 5 years to climb that rank to become a supervisor or some shit to earn that. And again, it's not that I'm being stingy at all whatsoever. Being stingy is not the problem for me. It's that the real problem lies in the fact that, hey, I'm paying 50% of my income, and there's so many people just like me who's going to be paying that amount. So the thing is, why are the roads still broken? Why is a 280, 880, Highway 101, 87 is in good condition, surprisingly. But still, if you were to drive around San Jose, it's broken. The roads are broken, right? There's people sleeping in the streets. The downtown San Jose smells like shit of homeless people and their piss. So I'm paying almost 50% of my taxes, 50% from my income, right? And yet the roads are broken, and yet there are people sleeping in the streets, and yet I'm not seeing any sort of solution to all this problem that California has. So, we as citizens have 100% right to question what is actually happening to our tax monies. But if you were to think about it properly, think of a pharmacist, right? Would a pharmacist want you to be healthy and strong? Would a pharmacist want you to take this drug where your disease, let's just say, has been healed 100% and you won't ever get it back again? No, because the real money isn't actually made by selling the drug once. The real money is made by selling that same drug over and over again, promising you a cure, but it's not a cure. It's just like a Band-Aid over your wound, where instead of putting the Band-Aid, you need that stitch, right? But instead of providing you with that stitch, they're just providing you with that Band-Aid, because the real money is made by prolonging the solution to the problem itself. It's a very interesting thing to think about. Like, in my eyes, what's the difference between a pharmacist and a drug dealer? Not much of a difference. They're both selling drugs. One profits off of your mental issues. The other profits off of your physical issues. But a pharmacist, in a way, can also benefit off of both your mental and physical issue. And so, like, how much longer are we US citizens going to allow and just sit around and just allow our government to take 30, 40, 50% of our income and have the roads still broken, people sleeping in the streets dirty, crime rates barely decreasing? How much longer are we Americans going to tolerate this until we say enough is enough and just hold our government accountable? Because the truth is, we Americans started a war because of 2% tax, but now we are being taxed at 30-40%. We're just doing nothing about it. That's absolutely disgusting.